Hello everybody, today I am going to be teaching you how to do an order of operations version of the card game War. Today I will be teaching you the multiplication version. However, this can be modified to addition, subtraction. I'm not sure about division, it might be a little bit tricky, but I'm sure it can happen, as well as for percentages, decimals, and exponents. So this is going to be a really beneficial exercise to really get students into thinking about their mental math and their multiplication tables, even if they are a little bit older. It's always such a fun game and is always such a hit in the classroom. So today I will be, again, focusing on the multiplication. This game is usually introduced in grade 5, but I've found can have a great impact all the way up to the end of middle school. So firstly, I am going to start by taking up my deck and I'm going to explain the values of certain cards. So our number cards that we have here, these ones are all just going to be the regular values, ignore this one, the regular values of their rewind. So I'm going to start by telling you the different values of what you should see and how you should follow the game with your deck. So with our regular deck, we just have the values of our cards here. We have an 8, a 5, and a 2. Those are going to be the actual values of the cards. Okay, nothing's going to change there. However, with our face and our ace cards, so our faces include jacks, kings, and queens. Those ones are worth 10. And then we have our aces. You can either have them be worth 1, as usual, or you can have them be worth 11 if you're up for a little bit of an extra challenge. I recommend that if you are very strong with your times tables and you are looking just for a little bit of a more engaging game. So the first step of our game is we are going to take our deck, and for my example, I'm going to use a 2-player sitting, but you can play with, I recommend between 2 and 4 players. So what we are going to do first is we are going to deal 2 piles of cards until we have none left. So I will be right back after I do that. Okay, so I have both of my piles here. What you're going to do is you're going to sit facing your other player, just like we are right now. And the first step is we are going to do a countdown. So every round is going to go 3, 2, 1. And at the 1, players are going to take the first 2 cards of their deck and they are going to flip them. So it'll look something like this. 3, 2, 1. And of course, at the same time, our other player will also do this. So you have piles like this now with our numbers flipped over and visible. So each person, this can go 2 ways. You can either find the multiplicative sum of your cards or of your partner's cards. So in this version, I'm going to do your cards, okay? So you're gonna look at your cards, you're gonna do the multiplication. So right in front of me, I have 4 times 3, I know that is 12, while the other person is going to look at either 8 times 1, if you're doing aces versus 1, or 8 times 11. So their answer is either going to be 8 or 88, depending on which value you choose for aces. So out of each of the partners, whoever guesses their number correctly first, they are winning that round. So if I say 12 before the other person manages to say 8, I get to keep all of the cards. Then we play again. 3, 2, 1. Flip, 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 flip. So then we have 10 times 10, and we have 5 times 8. So whoever can say that sum faster, they win that round. So let's say this person wins that round. They get their pile of cards. I have my pile of cards. So this is going to continue until everybody is either out of cards or the timer that your teacher is going to set, that runs out. And then people will count how many cards they have, and whoever has the most cards is the winner of that game. So once again, this is super beneficial for just refreshing your brains on your multiplication tables. It's super fun to have a little bit of competitive gameplay with your classmates. And finally, I hope you enjoy. Once again, I will be posting the instructions and the resources that I found down in the description. So if you have any questions, feel free to explore a little bit on the internet, and happy playing!